sippin', I'm sippin', I'm sippin', I'm sippin', I'm sippin', I'm sippin', I'm sippin'.
Sippin', I'm 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 sippin'.
So let's start.
Let's go.
This is Sippin' with Sammie. I am Sippin' with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammie, you ain't sippin' right. Please get your fucking life together. And today, I have the honor of having my homegirl in here, man. And y'all probably seen, I know y'all recognize the hat and the smile.
The drum roll.
You know what I'm saying? The one with the drizzles. Red Snappers in the situation. What's up, Snap?
What's up? Oh my God. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, man.
And you know I brought the draws just in case, because you never know. You never know. People always sniffing for something. So
most people don't carry their drawers in their bag.
I got to. I gotta carry my drawers because, you know, and I mean, sometimes I carry two pairs. I have a polka dot pair too. Yeah, because it gets real, especially when it gets cold. You know, it's big girl season. They hunting, so you know, I'm always prepared. You know,
right on.
And I'm used to them washing them out with their knuckles. So yeah, that's
dating baboons.
Huh? I might. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bamboo.
Couple silverbacks in the bedroom.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little gray headed. Come on, baby.
So as y'all may already notice, Snap is a comedian, but more than that, she's a personality and a very sweet person. Somebody that always I see in the mix supporting motherfuckers and keeping the energy up. You. And as much as we know that she gets booked for her talents, she never hesitates to grab the microphone when it's needed at somebody's situation if she fucks with them.
And he sees it, you know.
No, because, you know, we be standing there sometimes. You know them old ladies in church when the babies start crying and they start doing this with their knee? That's us when it come to hosting. It's like when it's something needed, it's like, I could fix this. I could fix this. Just give me the microphone and it'll be fine.
Yeah. But you know what? I think of it because when you're genuine and you giving out your services, you're also investing in yourself.
Absolutely. You getting out there.
Yeah, because it's like, damn, Snap came through and showed some love. She didn't even, really have to do this. But I did it because that's something that I wanted to do. Like you said, I seen a need. And there it is.
There's a void, and if I'm in the building, I'm gonna fill it. That comes from everything. If somebody need to fucking help somebody bring some stuff from the car, then I'm gonna go down the motherfucking steps and grab some shit out the car. Like, this is just what we there for. Right. So it's the same thing.
I'm not walking to grab shit out the car.
I'm talking about me. I'm a man. I'm a man. I wouldn't expect you huffing, especially the steps that we probably talk about.
Yeah, because it takes several guys to get my drawers out the car. They heavy. So yeah, but yeah, no, I get exactly what you're saying. And like I was saying, yesterday, when you show love, you're gonna receive it back. And one thing I was watching a sermon about expectations. You can't expect everybody to give you what you giving them. You can't. And I am learning. Oh, trust me. But it's okay. It's definitely okay because I can't change who I am. No. Because of them.
I mean, you've been running around like a chicken, like with your head cut off, like a lot of us have in the city these last few years, and it's been benefiting you.
Yes.
The love that you showing people has been other ways. Even if it don't come back from them, you've been getting it in other ways. So there's no point in letting them negate how you roll. You know what I mean? Like, I always give the example of when I was a young man, I have a godfather and an uncle that when I used to be with them, they spoke to every black person they saw. We on the bus, subway, whatever. How's the sister? How's my brother?
Respect.
How you doing today? Yeah. Good morning, whatever. 60% of them people ain't speak back.
They not.
It didn't change the fact that he was speaking to the next one he saw. And the next one he saw, and the next one he saw. You see what I'm saying?
He taught you well.
And when you go down and you see people that do know him and do engage with him, they love him. They say he's always the same energy, that they look forward to seeing him. They talk about how he's always dressed to the nines and this, that, and the third. Like, these things people pick up on, and then when they think of things, they think of you. When they think of good times, they think of you. When they think of funny, they think of you. When they think of fly, they think of... You know what I mean? Like, these things matter, and they get you in rooms, they get you opportunities, and they get you on stages.
Yeah, because you never know who's watching. And that's why you have to be... another thing, you have to be careful of your atmospheres, too. I'm learning that as well. Like I said, and I just want to bring this up because I'm still excited about it.
Talk about it.
So, I was on live a couple of days ago, and... what's his name? Oh God, let me see. His name is Mike. Is it Big Mike? From what's the guy that's saying "and the whole world loves it when you." Killer Mike. Killer Mike was on your much live? Respect. He was watching it. And it's crazy because I was in my bag and I was like, I was just talking, being me, and I seen Killer Mike. I said, "Wait a minute, is this the real Killer Mike?" Mm-hmm. And somebody commented like, "Yeah, that's Killer Mike." So I went to go check. How you can do the drop down. I was like, "Oh snap!" Because I seen the blue check, and I was like, I hope he get on with me. That would be dope. And that was right after I was filming the new comedy film that I'm called Saturday. I'm gonna get into that, and once he heard me say that, he commented on there, and I had pinned this comment. He said that he was running or something, but I was giving that man his flowers and saying what I love, what he do for the people, because he's like an activist now.
His voice is very powerful. He's very intelligent, very wise, and very respectful.
Yes.
When he delivers his message, but he's unapologetic at the same time. He has that balance that a lot of people can't find.
Right.
So where you could say, no, fuck you, such and such, but then at the same time explain to them why are you saying that, and they'll be like, no, I would have said fuck me too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because you don't
respect them for that.
People say, well, you shouldn't say fuck you. No, listen, man, sometimes to break through ice, you got to use a fucking pick. Like, you got to go with something sharp.
Yeah, exactly.
Because motherfuckers' skulls is that thick that it's like, yo, how do I get your attention?
Yes. And it was like, wow, like, how did he, like, I was so, me, I was psyched, like, damn, like, you never know who's watching.
You never know.
So you have to present yourself just like, yes, I was talking about being a queen.
Somebody might have DM'd him your live and said, yo, this the funny chick I was telling you about.
Like, you just never know. Yeah. And that's why I'm careful about making certain posts. I don't like post anything negative or anything like that, even though it's something on my mind. A lot of people I see, they vent to the to Instagram, to Facebook, and they may be someone that's in the entertainment, and it's like, damn. And I know how I think. I'm a whole Virgo, so it's like, damn, if I wanted you in one of my shows or was thinking about it, when I go on your page, it's like, fuck this nigga, fuck this man, this everybody suck. Yeah, everybody hates you, and it's like, but then it's like, you know what? I don't know how you gonna act.
Yeah, and every time every time something doesn't go the way you want it to in business, the whole world has to know about it immediately. Nobody wants to be blasted, because we might, for instance, me and you, say, you know what, we doing a Christmas special, we gonna have a big show, this, that, and the third, and we just happen to book it on a weekend where everybody else has shit going on, and it's not as successful as we planned it to be. I'm not gonna go on social media and be like, Snapper says she sell tickets. Like, no, we gonna do it again. We gonna do it better.
Ain't nobody show up.
Yeah, you motherfuckers don't want to see me win. Like, I'm not doing that. What we gonna do is we gonna figure out if that was the variable or it was just the wrong weekend. Sometimes they promote and you realize that you picked the wrong fucking weekend.
And that's why and you know what's funny? I noticed for the past since 2019, I know that when I do my comedy show, I do it like once a year, I guess. I always tend to do it around the week before Valentine's Day. Okay. Because I know on Valentine's Day weekend there's a lot of stuff popping. Shit, my draws might be popping on that weekend. You never know.
You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully this year, I need a date, y'all. So Snap is looking for a date. God damn it! Somebody gotta date these draws.
I'm filtering. I'm filtering. Leave it in the comments. I'll check you out. See what's going on. Leave your Instagram. Actually, leave your Instagram in the comments and unblock your page.
Right, but it's like I am careful of when I do have my shows around like the certain holidays and stuff like that, because it's like, you know what, everybody gonna be downtown this weekend, or it's a big game this weekend. I think I'm gonna just
Valentine's be all-star. It be right before the Super Bowl. Like, yes, you got to get in before all of that shit.
Yeah, it's like, you know what, I'm gonna get out the way. I'm gonna have a pre-cum show. But that was the name. No, listen, when I had my first comedy show, like just like me and a few comedians
that you threw.
That I threw. I knew to have it before the Valentine's Day weekend, and it worked. It worked, and I actually called it. I forgot what it was called, but it was something. I know it said the pre-com Valentine's Day show. You know, so it's like bring side piece, whatever you want to do before, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, people really, they came out and they showed me some love, and it was successful.
It's a good time of year though, because things kind of slow down. It's Christmas, and then everybody spent all this money by New Year's, and next thing you know, they chilling for January a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, January just be
and
like,
then
all right.
February, you start getting hit with holidays, Black History Month, Valentine's Day. But if you can get right in right before that, people want to come outside and do some chill shit before they got to do what they're obligated to do. Or before they do the super big shit. You don't want to do big shit and big shit.
Right. So even with 2023 approaching, you know, I'm working on why they call me Red Snapper, one mic, one night. Because ever since I've been in the game, everybody asks me, why do they call me Red Snapper? So I feel like, you know what, that's a perfect name for the show.
Yeah.
And they're gonna fucking find out.
You saw the Mike Tyson one-man show?
No.
It's fucking brilliant. Yo, but anyway, they made they just did a documentary about his life based on the one-man show. That's how crazy the one-man show. It was produced by Spike Lee. But anyway, I say that to give you something maybe to check out. Because he had the visuals behind him randomly and stuff like that. And sometimes there's a music bed or you know what I mean, an audio.
I ain't gonna say too much because everything you saying,
you on it, all right? But check him out because and we talking about Tyson. We love Tyson,
right?
But he killed that shit, yo.
He was actually funny.
He bodied it, like he.
But he's funny. You know what?
It was paced well. It was funny. Yeah.
When I see his stuff online, he's funny. He's really down to earth,
and he's very intelligent. He knows a lot about history.
Yes,
he's a historian,
and I think he learned through his trials and tribulations. I mean, he was a teenager. You know what I'm saying?
This guy that with a growl in his, a deep growl in his
stomach. Oh man, yes. So,
you know what I mean? Like,
and it's crazy because I think that the guy that had adopted him,
Cuss,
that's his name.
Cuss D'Amato.
Okay, yeah, he took very good care of him, and you know, and when he passed away, oh man, that
we saw it break him, like losing a parent. You know what I mean? Like we saw it. He was in the spotlight. So that's the equivalent of when some of these stars lose their parents. Yeah, and we see them spiral a little bit or whatever have you. Like, these things are normal, but to be this big black toughest guy in the world at that time, he was the poster child for a lot of nonsense. You know what I mean? He got a lot of feedback that he would never get now.
Yeah, shit. They used to call me Mike Tyson growing up.
You
know what I'm saying?
Had them hands.
You know what I'm saying? I had the
shortest rounds in the business.
Oh, listen, I was back. But getting back, well, I'm gonna go to that part. But yeah, 2023. Why they call me Red Snapper?
Yes.
One night, one mic, and I am I don't know the month yet, and I'm still working on everything. So that's gonna be really special.
I think that'll be dope. I like it.
It's time.
I like
it's time to, you know, it's like a lot of people say, Snap, you always you show so much love to everybody. You always promoting everybody else. You always like, it's time. It's time to have a show. No other. I'm the comedian for that night.
You can carry it. You built for it.
And I'll be nervous. I'll be so nervous.
What's the longest set you've done?
20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
And what was your goal for this?
For this show? A good 45 minutes.
45 is cool. 45 is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Before you even said the 20. So, yeah.
And then there's just other stuff that's coming with it. Like, you know, I give them a little bit the way I want to come out. I like drums. That's all I'm gonna say. So it's you know, and I'm looking for people that do this type of stuff that y'all do.
You in your Zamunda bag?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna be in, but I just know I need people there, and I definitely need. I would like people to work with me for this because, you know, I did a lot of footwork, and I still got more work to do and more to learn. It's not like, okay, I just held the city because I didn't showed up here. There's still a lot of stuff that's going to happen where I need to go, and I do have to learn. I'm just in the midst of growing. Yeah, well, and it's okay, you know.
Once you get 45 minutes of you, right? Especially if say
Netflix special.
Say you get Fine Productions, you know, somebody with quality that, you know, shout out there, she does this, but and you have the quality of that, then you have something to shop. You see what I'm saying? And then at the same time, clips like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
And
even before
Andrew Schultz and them came up off of clips on IG, clips on YouTube, clips on Snapchat, I think it was at the time, shit like that. And it's like you'll have something of great quality that you could roll with, and it's a win-win-win.
Oh, I got
win,
pictures too,
and you can get Son to host, and you know what I'm saying? Like it'll be a whole thing. You got some folks. You got some folks.
I got
behind
some
you.
people in my, but see, that's the as far as someone bringing me out. That's like I said, I'm not gonna give too much, but
you got one of them.
I got some ideas.
You got one of them.
I got some ideas, and the people that I am choosing to bring me out is gonna be somebody that's really loyal to me.
Absolutely.
Someone that's been literally rocking with me. So when you mention Son, it's like,
No,
and then it's
and
like,
I'm just using him as an example. Yeah.
and then it's like somebody, and of course in the comedy world, of course, you know, shit, I might fuck their head out. I might have my mama bring me out.
That'll be hard.
But my mom, though, she be bidding on me, yo. I don't know.
But will she do it?
Mama Cheryl, you know what? I gotta talk to her about that.
Cause that would be dope.
Because my mom is so funny. Big shout out to Mama Cheryl. Everybody call her Mama Cheryl.
Absolutely, shout out to Mama.
She's like really naturally funny too. And when they meet me, they be like, oh, most definitely. So it's like I actually want her to do Mama Cheryl's Corner, because any question that you ask her, she's definitely going to answer. And it just be like, you know
that
what?
is so dangerous.
I should call
when
her
you
now.
say she's definitely going to answer it.
She definitely going to answer it. And you know what's so funny with my mom? Like, it's so funny because we always get her. Like, I didn't prank call my mom so many fucking times, and she just be like if I call her now, and I be like on some mom, like, listen, I'm not banging with you no more, cause you owe me some damn. She gonna just start really. She gonna be like, what? Oh, yo, she's so old school.
That switch flip quick, huh?
Yeah, she, you know. Or I could just make her some shit like, yeah, I heard that you was telling Pop. Like, it's just so funny because me and my son, we be like, yeah, let's call Mama Cheryl.
Y'all leave that woman alone.
But you know what? After, it's funny because we really get her at first. Like, one Christmas, everybody was at my house, and everybody got nice gifts. So Mama Cheryl, her gift was an old dirty sock, some used toothpaste, a dirty toothbrush. She just had a box filled with some bullshit. And the funny thing is, she was trying to play it off. She was like, well, you know, something's better than nothing. But she really started getting kind of sad because we ain't say shit for a minute. And everybody was still open.
Y'all ain't shit.
And then she started breaking. She started, because that's what we was waiting for. But then we gave her a real shit. So, shout out to my mom. I love my mom so much.
I ain't gonna lie, we torture Linda too. Linda gets
now,
it bad, man.
Now, Linda is your mom or her mom?
My mom.
Oh man, that's
Linda
so dope.
It bad. But like, it's because like my sister's funny. My dad grew up in a barbershop. Like, he been cutting hair since he was 12. Like,
oh wow, okay.
Yeah, so niggas is funny. And my
That's how
mom
we grew
just
up.
be happy that we're all there together. So she catch a lot of strays, or she gets caught slipping a lot of the times, and that turns into a thing, and we all get it, and she might not get the joke, and then, but she doesn't mind.
It'd be wild.
She doesn't mind.
Be wild.
She's funny when she wants to be, though.
Yeah, so is my mom though.
I think one of the funniest things my mom ever said was, "What's that dance y'all do? The peanut butter."
What the hell is the peanut butter?
The Tootsie Roll, nigga.
She still talking about the Tootsie Roll?
This was back then.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, oh shit.
But she called it the peanut butter. We almost fell out the car.
The peanut butter. Oh my god.
Mind you, later on down the line, peanut butter jelly time. It actually happened. She might be a genius.
Oh yeah, you know what? She need a check for that.
She might be a prophet.
She need a check.
I might gotta see about that.
What y'all call her, Linda or Mama Linda? Linda, you need a check, boo. Okay.
I'm gonna get my mom on the pod one day. I always said I was gonna do that.
I want to get my mom on mine too.
People talk about her so much on here that know me since I was younger, and it's like, I think the people want to meet Linda. Let them meet Linda.
If they meet Mama Cheryl, she gonna tell it all. I'm gonna be like, God damn, Mom, like really?
I'm gonna have to keep my mom joined at like 15 minutes.
No, my mom probably only gonna get like 5 minutes, maybe 10. I'm gonna have to give her 10 minutes, but
because when my mom started that second Cavassier,
my mom don't drink or nothing, so she just be, She's just being her bag naturally. It's just so hilarious. So now I'm gonna get into when I was talking about how people call me, why they was calling me Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
All right, so my mom always told me I should have been a boy because I grew up. I had hands. Oh, I still do. It's like no, but I do. But I'm not into that no more. But I had hands, and growing up, I was the only child.
When the last time you had to pop a jab? How you know you still got them?
I don't know. Damn, because I am 44. Damn, because I don't even surround myself in situations where I got it.
Because as a dude, sometimes you be like, damn, I just want to see if I still got it. And you be avoiding these situations because you grown.
And then look at what we doing. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. You know, I don't.
But that's just funny when you was like, I still got it. It's like,
I still
when
got it.
When is the last time somebody cut a corner and you just pop?
Shit, I ain't smack a bitch life off her face since 19. No, since damn it, yeah, since. Oh shit, I might be. All right, Fazir was born in 2003. So yeah, maybe since early 2000.
Yeah, you've been blessed. The world's been nice to you.
Damn, that's a long time since I just smacked the bitch.
That's what I'm telling you.
Damn,
your reflexes might not be what you think they is.
But I had to grow up. And that's the thing. And even with being in this business, you really have to learn to turn the other cheek, man.
You have to.
Because the test is gonna be there, the wrench is gonna be thrown, and I'm still learning. It's about how you handle it. Because people will do you dirty. I mean, you see what's going on, period, in entertainment. So people will do you dirty. Everybody is not your friend.
At all.
Yes, they are definitely not. And
she said that like she knew somebody that I should know about. But anyway,
yeah,
we'll get to it later.
They definitely not your friend. So you gotta. It's like a dog when they say dog eat dog. But it's like I don't want to be like them, and I won't be like them. I'm just gonna growl. You
gotta understand the nature of the beast. Like you talking about entertainment, you talking about stardom. That comes with a lot of different factors, which means everybody's motivation is so different.
Right.
And in any field, the people that's willing to work for it and get it honest is limited. So in this field, it's so much crazier because you could think that somebody's a star and that they're working to be a star when actually they just want to be around stars, even if they broke. You see what I'm saying? And you'll be like, well, what the fuck? Like, this don't make no sense. How come when it's time to do this, you want this, but as soon as somebody pop up, and it's because they just happy to take a selfie.
Oh yeah, exactly. You're not doing
that's the
none of the footwork.
That's the least toxic of the demons that's in this shit. Them the ones you could deal with. Like, you know what? Go ahead and get your little picture and get out my way.
Yeah,
it's other obvious ones that have the other opposite end of the spectrum, and it's literally like cutthroat street shit. Yeah, it is. So this is why I'm just staying in my lane. I'm staying focused because I know the test gonna come. The higher you go, the more you're gonna be tested, and I know it's prepping you for what's to come. That's all it is. Because trust me, I've been in situations where I really had to think about, is this really worth this? And is this worth me losing this? Even with just regular life, life be lifing. And my response is more deadlier. I don't want to use that term, but my response will be more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no matter if a person is wrong, it's I gotta handle it in a way. So I choose to handle things by just, of course, walking away and just growing and just glowing. You know what I'm saying? Because but people expect you to be funny. Exactly. They don't want to see snap. Well, they probably do, but that's not a good look for me to be out here and somebody do me dirty and I knock them the fuck out. It's like, well, damn. No. I watch the 85 South show all the time, and one time they had what's my man from This Is 50 on there? Jack Thriller on there, the one with one eye with the. This Is 50. Yeah, but anyway, Jack, he's a comedian from Atlanta. He used to go by Honey Bun, but he got like a dead eye or something. He got Oh, okay. So he's recognizable. But anyway, you said he's recognizable. He had an issue with 2 Chainz, and he didn't really understand the issue with 2 Chainz, right? And they on air, they on a pod, and they called 2 Chainz live on a pod, and they like 2 Chainz. This nigga Jack said this, that, and the third, this, that, and they hyped it, and they was lying. And 2 Chainz said, "Hold on, man, fuck that. His mama suck a baby dick. Da da da. Like went off, right?
Oh God.
And instead of Jack being funny, Jack went gangster, and it didn't look right. It was like, first of all, you already know he don't know what's going on. Second of all, you're the comedian.
That was a setup, so you gotta
play
exactly
it out, bro.
Yeah, and that's
like be funny. You're not gonna win gangster against that gangster anyway.
Right, exactly.
Like, but you're on camera, your personality. Use your personality.
Yeah, just been.
How did you get funny in the first place? Wasn't it when people came at you, you grinded them up?
Exactly.
That's how you got funny.
And listen, back in the day in school, besides me grinding people up and bidding, I mean, with me rapping and all that stuff, that kind of stuff just taught me to be like who I am today. Yeah. Just naturally, like, listen, it's on go. As far as not naturally, well, I used to be on go with this, but I'm talking about the fun times when it came to bidding, and the people used to really get mad. They used to really get mad because it's like, all right, so I'm gonna tell y'all, I used to have a Jerry curl back in the day. I used to have to fight for my Jerry curl, but that was the only thing that they would bid on, my Jerry curl, and they used to bid on my weight. I always been a big girl, so it is what it is.
You just posted a throwback. You was cute. You was good.
But I had the Ice Cube.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like it would grow. It was a comedian. This is from back in the day. He was like, it would grow, but it just wouldn't. But that's how my shit was.
Never quite.
Yeah.
It never quite. It almost. But it never like.
Yeah. It's just, you know what I'm saying? So.
I watch a lot of comedy.
Oh man. So it was on some Follow the Drip or You Big, but nobody never said I was ugly. They never said I was a bum and all that stuff. But it's like that taught me how to bid back, because it's like I used to bid on them like skinny people, like, bitch, you hungry though, but you hungry, stuff like that. So
I used to,
but it is smart to, because guys, it's like I said, people that whatever, you want to use your talent to get them back instead of going street with it, because it's not worth losing everything or looking, looking a certain way. You never know
even
who's
if
watching.
That's in you, it's a reason you've been holding that back. You ain't showed the people that before now, so
right.
let them wait on that.
Yeah, and it's like, for what? Listen, and I think this is what everybody, you really have to, if you're mature enough to sit back and have a conversation with yourself and think about the whole scenario on how this would go. It's like, you know what?
It ain't worth it.
No.
This is stupid.
Nah.
Overrated.
Not over that.
It's overrated.
Not over that. Like, so it's like.
But I remember, like, when I was in the streets, because it was short-lived, but when I was really outside, grinding each other up all day, I had got so sharp that I was Mr. One and Done. If somebody shoot at me, I shoot back. They be like, what you laughing at? Like, they not coming back at me. Like, they going at somebody else. Like, why you laughing so hard? Like, it'll be bad.
They ain't want to smoke, huh?
And I used to tell niggas, like, I'm one and done. Don't play. And it used to happen, and I used to be like, watch this. And I, cause you can see it, but see, this is what I was going to ask you. The reason that came up, I used to size the whole room up before anything happened.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, when you walk into a room like with comedy, you can see already like, oh okay, or just even like,
and you gotta act as if like you don't see it.
You just gotta be like, oh shit, because
it's like people watching Extreme.
Exactly. It's like with comedy is ammo. Life is ammo. Okay? So a lot of comedians, that's why they talk about their life. And they just, it's storytelling. So when I walk into a room, it's like, ooh, ammo. Especially when I see somebody, I just be like, there it is. There it is. I'll be like, ooh, I can't wait. Because I'm going to get them. When I was at stand up at the movies, big shout out to Keith from up the block.
Absolutely.
And
trying to get Keith through here.
He gave me some time on the main stage because I was coming there, I was supporting, and I was doing the pre-comedy show that was in the lobby part. And then he said, you know what, Snap, like, you've been supporting, I'm gonna put you on the main show, I'm gonna give you about 5 minutes. And
you skipped the part when he said you was funny, but go ahead.
No, he said I was funny and all that, of course.
Right.
But it's like when I was up there, it was this particular guy, this older guy that I had to come at and it was funny because I was like, I already thought in my head, like, you know what? This nigga crazy as shit. He looked like he wear sweatpants with a belt. And just And I just started going on them, and it just was like they was cracking up. Mind you, of course I was nervous, but see that guy, I'm glad that he was messing with me before the show, because all he did is give me some ammo.
Yep.
And he ain't even know it. I ain't even tell him. I just was in the lobby playing with like,
You gotta act as if, yo, it's the craziest shit.
Now I'm on the main stage. Now I'm gonna get you.
Yep.
Because you thought it was sweet.
Shit, I was in the studio one time. My man walked in, and he be fly all the time. And today was a miss. And I'm just looking at the hoodie, and I'm looking at the sneaks, and I'm like, solid. And we gonna be in the studio all day, so it's gonna happen. And at one point, he starts shooting. And when I started shooting, this is like, we like the only two that make each other tap out type shit. Like,
oh shit,
you got it, bro. You want
like, yeah, damn, dog, like
that type shit. And it was funny because it was one of them things where he literally said, this is why I'm not gonna say his name. He literally said, "Yo, I ain't even like that joint." Talking about the hoodie. He said, "I went in the store and Shorty told me it looked good. It would look good on me if she was
That's
bad."
the funny part when they started explaining the shit.
But remember when like stores like Dr. Denim, City Blue, and all, they had all the bad Dominican chicks and the Asian Jones and Cambodians and they used to be in there just lying for their commission all day. And
so he fell for it.
It's crazy because he wasn't even the type. I'm like, how bad was she, and did you get her?
Yeah, like
I booked it, but like this hoodie was $300. I should have paid that. I'm like, damn.
Ooh.
So that's what be happening.
But what's
sometimes.
his phone number? I want to tell him he look cute every motherfucking
hey,
day.
Man, trust me. And y'all will keep each other laughing for a lifetime because y'all are both fools. But it's just sometimes like I seen it and I waited and I held it and it was like I know this is gonna hit you because I know how you think. This is gonna be fun. Now you can't say the same joke in front of a room full of people though.
Right.
Because that's the homie, and
right. You don't want to
different when women around. And
because they start
there's an energy that you gotta, even when somebody's heckling you or messing with you or whatever. It's a way you.
I had a heckler before that tried it, but it didn't work out.
Did you shoot heavy or did you like jab?
I shot one
gave
time.
Him a pow, chill.
No, I gave him one pop, and that was it.
Like shot at his foot.
Huh?
Like just one.
No, I just went. I went to his neck. But it was now I remember one time I was hosting this show at Lyrics Lounge and there was these rude people there that was really heckling every comedian that was up there and I was hosting. I didn't like that. They was literally being
and they was
rude.
Letting them rock out.
It was like
nobody like stopped them.
They was trying, but I know when I got up there, I was like, listen, don't do that shit with me. I said, because y'all motherfuckers, I said something about I'm laughing because I said I would cartwheel off this motherfucking stage and drop kick y'all on y'all forehead. Like for real. Don't heckle me. I'm not, but they started laughing because it was from the rip, like, and then from there, it was, No,
but that's what you gotta do sometimes.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
But see, that's funny. Like that's not personal to them. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That doesn't affect their
people only do what you allow them to do.
Man, listen. But at the same time, we live in a climate where motherfuckers is doing shit just to get a look or just to get a moment. It's like, remember when people used to parachute on the Super Bowl field and shit? Like, this shit is happening everywhere now. Like, motherfuckers just want to get 10 seconds, even if it come with an ass whooping.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Because the security is... Damn, could you imagine me at a game, y'all? And I just come out there with just them big-ass red drawers on and roll across the field. Like 40 fucking...
yards?
20.
Yo!
Like, touchdown! Yo, the world... It's going to be over. I'm going to just delete my Instagram.
It just caught somebody recently that did some shit. And he was the same nigga that did it 20 years ago. This motherfucker. Yo,
you almost made me spit this out. I'm so glad I didn't sip it yet. I took a little sip, yo.
They showed me doing the same shit 20 years ago, bro. Like, I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, how did he run out there? Like,
this time he ran out in a pink spandex joint. It was during the World Series. But he had did it 20 years ago when he was a kid, and I forget what he ran out in the first time. But now all the costume shops got the bodysuit joints.
Right.
So he had one of them when it was hot pink. He picked the loudest color you could find, clearly. But they had a picture, and he grown now, like it was funny. So they compared both arrest pictures. It was funny.
So they really do arrest them for that because can't.
Well, in our stadiums they got prisons and shit in them joints. They got jails in the. They got courts. They got court in Lincoln in the link.
I didn't know that because I don't be going to the game. I have no idea.
You don't have to wait to go downtown. They will figure it all out tonight, tomorrow morning in this building.
But never mind, they may not give me my drawers back.
See what I'm saying?
Because the reason why they may not give me my drawers back because one of them cops gonna stuff them. Mm-hmm. Somebody want them drawers.
One of them cops already done signed them, and then that's gonna fuck him up. He can't let nobody see that. They know his signature.
He gonna be on my side, okay? But
they gonna be like, what? That's you.
Like, yo, I could imagine doing that. They would be like, I know Red Snapper did not just draw.
See,
but I wouldn't do that.
The blessing is that you don't have to.
Yeah.
You're talented. You see what I'm saying? Anytime you do anything, anything that's considered a stunt, it'll be directly correlated with your plans and what you're trying to do. Not trying to gain a moment, trying to gain a career, a lifetime, another level, something that you can't gain from flash in the pan shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Like,
if anything, I'll be in the joint with the drawers. Like, hey,
we seen Boat Gang turn into John Gabbana.
But wait a minute, who?
Remember the young boy with all the tattoos on his face that used to walk up to like vendors' tables and jump on them and break the whole fucking table. And
oh wow! Well, where the hell I been at?
Yeah, he used to go viral all the time. It was a few of them because they had Fat Boy and other ones that was doing the same kind of shit.
SSE.
Yeah, remember he used to go on the McDonald's and do the crazy. But with the young boy I was talking about, he was just going so crazy and he was so high all the time, and it got to the point where like he went viral every week until he crashed out in an interview, like literally. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And then it became a thing of where like after that he came back. My name's not that no more. My name is John Gabbana, which is his government. He like I gave my life to Christ. Still got 100 tattoos on his face. But he still, you know what I mean? In order to be Bobby then, you must be Bobby now. Like those moments ain't what you think they are. Or even if you look at some of the disabled guys that went viral back in the day, some of the mentally challenged guys that they was taking advantage of and things.
Now the guy, what was his name with the teeth?
Welvin.
Yeah.
Welvin the Great.
They
in Vegas. Asking for money to take pictures. You see what I'm saying? Like,
so it's not.
We don't want it that way. You never.
And that's what I mean. Like they really don't. You know, nobody really.
And God bless them because you know they got what they could get, how they could get it, but we ain't got to do those things.
Yeah, because
I mean, play them games,
I don't want to be on Skip Row trying to get people to sign these drawers for $5. You know, we not doing that.
Talking about these drawers used to be famous.
But yeah, man, like I do enjoy what I do because, you know, they say laughter is therapy.
Absolutely, you guys are angels to the people that get your brand of comedy because everybody's different.
Right.
So that's why we need a lot of comedians because we all fucking different kind of crazy.
Exactly, and it's like I didn't have people DM me like, you know, I haven't laughed since. You know, I just lost my sister, or I just lost, you know, my father, and I haven't laughed. And, you know, I came out to one of your shows, and, you know, I haven't laughed so hard ever since then. It's been a whole month since and because I seen you, and you was so nice, and you was funny. It's like, oh my, I don't know how to, I'll be like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Like,
and you know what else?
And they be like, no, don't be sorry.
You know what else you teach people? And I don't want you to lean into it too much because it can get crazy. But you teach people how to laugh at themselves.
Yeah, because you know I definitely got you.
You teach people how to laugh at themselves. And when I was young, Temper Out This World, whole Gemini, all that shit, and I was getting into shit, and my mom is like, why do you keep letting people get you so fucking upset? And she would say, like, sometimes you gotta laugh at yourself, and if they make fun of you and you laugh, then it's not as effective to them. And I learned at a young age to laugh at myself. I learned that thing that they putting out is probably a thing. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Oh, your ears is big, you Dumbo. Like, you know, kid jokes. But, like, my ears is fucking big. So it's like, all right, cool. But your teeth, I can't even see them in your mouth. Where they at? Like,
exactly.
Like, these things, like, but you have to get over yourself to get to that point.
Yeah, because I definitely used to be insecure.
People 40 years old and can't do that.
Yeah, I used to be insecure, and I realized, like,
we all insecure.
And you know what's funny? And I gotta go back to my mom, because when I was young, now my mom always been big too. So one day I heard her on the phone talking to one of her friends, and she was like, and she was all crying and shit. I was trying not to laugh.
She was crying. It was so funny.
She was all crying.
It was so funny.
She was like, I finally accepted the fact that I'm fat. I was like, yo. I was like, Mom, but you been like, how you just accepting it now? Like it's been going on.
I learned about women early.
But then she started laughing because my energy came in like, yo, Mom, like, come on. Like,
cut it out.
Like, come on, dog.
Like, your girlfriend is on the other side of the phone laughing, too.
Exactly. And then it's like, with me, I used to be insecure, like, all this. But then I accepted the fact, like, listen, it is what the fuck it is. Accept it or reject it. I'm going to be me. I'm not going to allow that to stop me from being happy. Listen, y'all know what it is. Red Snap, I got an ass in the front and in the back, okay? That's a lot of loving.
We talking about,
so
you live on camera and on stage. So clearly.
Like, you got to be able to, and some people do have health issues or whatever, and the reason why they are certain ways. But other than that, I'm not going to just blame it on, like, health. Like, fibroids for women, it makes you, it can be a woman like only like 120 pounds, but she'll look like she 8 months pregnant because she had fibroids.
I'm aware.
Yeah, so that's my situation, but I still be saying yes to some cheeseburgers sometimes. So it don't. That's
part of it too. that's there.
That's why I say I'm laughing at myself. So it's like, So, but at the end of the day, yes, you have to laugh at your pain. That's why Kevin Hart laughed at my pain. Yeah.
It was a big thing.
Yeah.
Because people could relate to that energy. You see what I'm saying? And Kev is Kev. If Kev can get to where he's at and he had all of these things.
And the way.
You know what I mean? When you walk out that theater, you might be DMing Kev like, oh my God, it's possible. I didn't know it was a thing. I'm so proud of you, even if it don't do nothing for what you can do. Just to be proud of that man for surviving those things and being able to relate to him. Like, that's a thing that artists, entertainers have to get to too. How do I be entertaining and still give you enough of me to where you feel like you're a part of this?
Right.
To where it's more than just for the moment. It's something that you could take with you that we vibe on.
And then it's like, it won't be no surprise. Like, that's just like, for instance, if anyone, like you said, laughing at yourself, if anyone ever try to come at me like, oh yeah, Snap, yeah, her stomach did it, it's like, okay, I talk about that on stage all the time, or somebody try to call me fat, like, okay, it's obvious, like, what the fuck, like, what are you doing? Tell me something I don't know, motherfucker.
But if you call me ugly, I'm sure I'm not fucking universally gorgeous. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Like,
right.
I'm the last person that if you take a picture of me, I'll be like, let me see the picture, let me see. Like, I don't care. If I'm in it and you in it and you like how you look in it, then I'm going to post it. Because you know what? I take so many pictures that I can look stupid in a few. It's okay. You know how many pictures I took with my mouth open because I be talking shit?
Shit.
Picture get took up like this.
But I like them. But you know what? I like those pictures though that come out wrong. I be like, oh shit, I look crazy as shit.
They the ones I send you. Like, pick one.
Yeah, I know for my when I had that comedy show, I think I sent you. I think we took like one or two. I don't know, but it is what it is. I had a good time that night too, and I want to give you your flowers on your show because you, ever since I met you, you've been genuine. Thank you. I can just tell from your whole demeanor, your personality, everything. And it's like, I can pinpoint out the difference from the others. I'm going to just say that. And then, so, thank you for being you. And thank you for being real. Like,
thank you for absolutely the same exact thing. Like, the same thing. Like, this is a mutual thing. Let's drink to that. Come on.
Yes.
And then you gotta re-up.
I need to re-up. So,
drink or it's bad luck.
Ooh.
Sippin' or it's bad luck.
Oh, wait a minute.
First things first.
Goodness. I'm gonna have to re-up a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit of that in there.
Yeah, I live by old school bar rules, like toasting and not drinking is bad luck.
And you got my favorite drink.
Oh, you the snapper. I had to come with the.
Listen, that is love,
I ain't never been
y'all.
on live with you. I've been on live with you 8 in.
And this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, I hesitated to say it, but then I'm thinking like she was on live.
No, because but you know what? When I am on live and it's early and I start off, it's only because the night before I was at a show or whatever, and I wake up like, you know what?
Nah, Breakfast of Rockstars.
Yes.
Breakfast of Rockstars.
So listen, I'm
not judging you. Trust me.
I mean, Even if you, well, you're not that type of person, so I ain't even got to say even if you was. Cause
that
don't even sound right coming out my mouth. Like,
And I appreciate that. But no,
but thank
as
you.
far as what you said about being genuine, that's the vibes I get from the Snapper. And I think that most people get that from you, and that's why I see you so often. Because you're in rooms that people want you in.
I'm supporting.
Like, you see what I'm saying?
I'm supporting, and
it's
you do too.
Thing. It's a real thing. Yeah, I mean, you got to be intentional about shit. We have to be intentional. We have to be accountable. And those are two things that people are just letting go by the wayside, and it's making society weird as hell. Intentionally trying to change things, like to just like it's so many people that's comfortable, and I say this all the time with saying, "That's just how I am." Y'all know how I am. You're identifying a negative and saying that you're not willing to work on it.
Right.
That is a scary mentality to have when we are adults.
Exactly. You gotta make a change. You gotta. And one thing
you should want to be better.
One thing I want to pinpoint out. I know. Now, when is your birthday again?
I'm May 26th.
Now, you had a party back in May. Like, was it
it was a concert series, and we celebrated my birthday on it.
Was it like
40th.
A pool involved or something?
No, it wasn't a pool.
Well, I'm thinking pool.
What was it? No, it wasn't. I didn't have anything with a pool this year. But go ahead.
Are you? And I didn't make that party, and I just want to apologize for that.
Nah.
There's always some shit, and I'm like, damn, I really. But are you having one coming up this for 2023?
It depends because I may or may not be in the country for my birthday this year. Because I actually. You take the time. Between doing the podcast,
I got a hole in my lip.
Internet radio and FM radio for the last few years, for the last 6 years, I've sacrificed a lot of traveling time and a lot of, you know what I mean, a lot of weekends and things like that, to where I really don't know. But if I do have something, you will be there. I know that's where you getting at.
Yeah, because it's like, damn, like, and it's crazy because you know what? Everybody can't make everything.
I don't worry about that type of shit. I can only entertain who's in front of me.
Right.
Usually I find out who didn't make it because they either tell me or somebody else recognizes it. I can invite the world. If there's 50 people that show up, I'm entertaining those 50 people so long that I couldn't pinpoint who didn't make it unless they were supposed to bring something important. And usually,
then when
people tell me they're bringing something, I buy it anyway.
Yeah,
because we're not raised like our parents to where it's like, oh, I'm bringing the salad, I need to be there on time with the salad. Motherfuckers say I'm bringing the salad, don't worry about it, and show up 4 hours later. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta have the salad before they salad get there.
This drink is strong as shit.
All right, we'll take your time or not.
Ooh, yeah.
Snapping.
Ooh, oh
Drake
yeah,
snapping.
Yeah. I'm drinking it. I'm drinking it. Good.
That's your new thing too.
Well,
your drinks be snapping.
Yeah, well, you know, I also have my own concoction. Like it's called Snapback, and it's called what is it called?
My nigga is my
Snapback. It was, what was the other drink? It was called, oh my god, damn, I used to make it. I used to sell it on. Wait a minute, I ain't sell shit. I ain't sell not a goddamn thing.
No, the drink is just strong. It's just a strong drink.
No, it's just a strong drink. Yeah, we gonna leave it there. I'm all telling
but you had
all dry snitching like, yeah, I used to sell 8 balls of Ray and Nephew.
I ain't gonna lie though. During the damn demic and the pandemic, the motherfuckers started selling all that shit on Instagram.
Listen,
and 2 months later,
yeah. Listen, during the pandemic, shit, man, I was the weed was like low. We can say weed on here. Okay,
I'm smoking.
The weed was low, and it's like, you know, I was the only one left with it in the hood. So I was selling,
Miss Trapper died.
I was selling my stuff for a puff. It's like,
Young Reezy. Young Reezy.
I was selling 10s for a trim. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you so silly.
I was selling nicks for a lick. It's like, you not licking you get. You not licking you get. I had it lined up. I had the hood on lock.
Yo, you are amazing, yo.
Yeah, I mean, but thank you, man. Like, I'm thank you for inviting me here. It's lovely, and yo, I appreciate y'all. Like, Even her over there, Kay. Yeah, like her energy is great too, man. Like, you know, how long we been on here? We kicking it?
Yeah, we still good.
Because I want to talk about.
We still got time. We got to get into the.
Oh yeah, we got some. Yeah, we got time.
So you because I was letting you.
I need my drawers.
You be riffing, so I was just letting you rock for a minute.
Yeah,
but let's get into some details. You ran across a few things. You have the talk show.
Chubby Chases live.
Brand new episode coming out soon because I just seen the filming, a live filming.
Yes, I just recently interviewed big shout out to Son 215, my bro, Tammy Jean, formerly known as Lady Merc.
Uptown.
You was in the building. He came and supported me. And big shout out to my comedy sister, Two Stacks.
Two Stacks was there.
You know, now for back in September was my birthday, and I was supposed to interview them then. But you know, it got blickety.
I mean, you got a lot of love that day.
Yeah, so it didn't work out, but they was there. Everybody was there and they performed. It was a lovely situation. So I said, no, I got to get my interview. So they came through and it was so wonderful.
It ran smooth. It went well. I mean, just from production standpoint, it ran well.
I mean, I'm working with what I got at the end of the day. You know,
but you had help, and they all. And
that's the blessing.
They had to do. So.
And big shout out to my son, Fazir. Big shout out to my guy, Antonio. I mean, like, them helping me was truly amazing. I want to give a couple other shots because I don't want to forget. Of course, I call her my sister daughter. I'm legit. She couldn't make it because she was working. That's cool because she's always there.
I'm legit.
Yeah, I'm legit. Yeah, she's definitely like, of course, Around the Way girl. And big shout out to
shout
Jimmy
out Around the Way girl. I gotta line up with Around the Way girl soon. Yeah.
Shout
I talked to her, but
Jimmy the Saint, and just
Saturday.
Saturday. Man, Marley Cobain, me and Marley. So when I was talking to Jimmy about that, I'm gonna talk about Broken Trust too, the movie that's out on Tubi now. Don't let me forget.
Yeah, talking heavy. Hear that shit. I like it.
But me too, because I spoke this into existence.
These are.
I really did. Like literally. I wrote it down in my. I should have brought it just to show you. Like,
I believe you, but
look what I wrote 2 years ago.
Later, send it to me, but I
we could put up. Right. So when Jimmy was like, "Yeah, Marley Cobain, I want to do this comedy movie, you know, with you and Marley," I said, "Yo, that's perfect." Cause Marley is funny as hell.
You already had a relationship with
and
Marley?
I already had a relation. We did a skit. We did like 2 skits, maybe like 2.5 skits. People wanted more.
I may have seen one of them.
It was a skit where I picked Marley up and had him up against the wall.
Yep, I saw that one. That's the one I saw. That's funny. That's the one everybody saw, huh?
Yeah, everybody.
That's the one I saw. Yo,
and then I put him in my truck, and you know,
damn.
The energy just was like crazy. So when Jimmy was like, I said, that's perfect. Because he didn't know that we had a history. Like we worked well.
He was just going off of, that's funny. And this will work together.
But look how it works. Look at the universe. So it was definitely a dope day filming. Son of 215 is in that joint. 2 Stacks is in there. When Jimmy was asking me, like, you know, do I know anybody? I said 2 Stacks. Because I was blessed with an opportunity for comedy. So before I got into comedy, I was just hosting. I was doing poetry and rapping and all that. But big shout out to Top Flight. He gave me the opportunity to hit the stage as far as just doing comedy. His only thing is just return the favor by blessing somebody else. And I've been blessing and blessing. So when asked that question, I vouched for 2 Stacks because she ain't never been in a movie before, and she's absolutely hilarious. You dig what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, I don't know if it's all community. Now I'm starting to see comedy community, hip hop community. Some people don't give people they proper props or whatever, and they be underdogs, and they got these cliques. So, I'm sorry, damn. But I chose 2 Stacks because I feel like, man, I really rock with her. She's loyal, and I know she'd be perfect with the film because of her personality.
I think that just 2 Stacks look alone
is
like, it's something that we overlook, but the white folks get it. You see what I'm saying? They always add that different thing to where you're gonna remember it, and she brings that.
Yes, and
She
for
talks
the movie,
she talks at a monotone. She has a specific, distinctive look, and she's funny. So it's like those things should be on film.
And I felt like that
in a certain way. And
I felt like it's a lot of other comedians that didn't been in movies that didn't done stuff. But it's like, why not give somebody else an opportunity and put their name in a room of an opportunity, and let it flow. And it's
she
like,
killed it.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Yes, she did. Yes,
and proud big sister.
Right, and she was like so grateful, like, yo, thank you, Snap. Like I never been. I said it's okay, and now she about to be in another joint. So it's like because it's the networking.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I brung her into that world, my world of the people that I know that's doing film, and I know from there she's gonna go because she's dope. She funny as shit, and she not on that type of time either. She not on no she's not big headed or nothing like that. And this is why we get along. Again, big shout out to Two Stacks. So the movie Saturday, man, listen. So I'm gonna just give y'all a little bit. So my husband, I play Marley's mother.
Okay, that's hilarious. That's crazy.
And my husband is a white blind man, and I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not saying shit else. I can't.
How the fuck did y'all get a Marley? That's crazy. Anyway,
that's it. I can't say no more about it.
All I'm saying, Marley black as hell. So that's funny. But word. I'm with you. I get it.
That's it.
I get it.
And I can get into Broken Trust.
Yeah.
That's out now on Tubi. And my character, I'm Jackie. And that movie is so dope. Y'all gotta go check it out on Tubi. Broken Trust is about basically a married woman that got cheated on, and she won her case because she had him on camera. So now it's like, you know what? I could start a business. So she started a business with catching men cheating and making sure these women get their money. And I was one of the women that got cheated on. And
you was one of the ones that got your trust broken.
Yeah, I was one of them. But now from the reviews, people was like, Snap, you did your thing in that movie. I was nervous too. I was so nervous because that was my first time really like being in a movie. And again, big shout out to Jimmy the Saint for giving me the opportunity to really. I had 3 parts in that movie, and even when it was over for the movie premiere, he was like, "Damn, Snap, one more part." But I said it's okay because Broken Trust 2 is coming out. But the fact that I was nervous, but I did well, and it was just like. I just wanted to do a good job. One thing about me, I care about doing a good job. I'm not big-headed, because I'm Red Snapper, I know I'm going to make this pop. I actually give a fuck.
Well, no matter, like, you've been you your whole life, right?
Yeah.
And you've been thorough your whole life. You know all the folks that's supposed to be known since you was a kid and whoever needed to be known up until your adulthood. But at the end of the day, we still got a legacy.
There you go.
It ain't about who you been. It's about what you doing and where you gonna go and what's left behind. And as much as people like, we're in a position where we get light checks, we get decent checks. Sometimes there's no check.
Yeah,
but we're not those actors that could say, "Oh well, I got $100,000, I got $1 million to do that bum ass movie." No, we have to buy into things that we believe in, and we want to do them justice.
Exactly.
And that creates other opportunities, but that's not even what it's for. It's for when somebody goes back and watches this motherfucker, they like, yo, she was funny. That was a dope portrayal of that role. They was like,
yo. So one of my homegirls, I woke up one morning and I seen these 3 messages. It was auto messages, and she was, when I first seen them, I thought something was wrong. And she was like, "Bitch, I turned on my phone and you was on TV." Da, da, da. So I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I was like, "Oh my God!" Like, okay. So I called her. She was like, "Bitch, I woke up the whole house. It was 6 a.m. in the morning." I was like, "Oh my God!" But it felt
That's
good.
Dope.
Yo, she was literally like, really excited. Like, yo. She was like, no, F that, Snap. You're going to be on date. Somebody going 2023, 2024. You're going to be in a major. I'm like, it just was like, I was just like, oh my God.
It's a boost.
Now, let me tell y'all something about Red Snapper that y'all may not know. So I'm going to share it. Even though my personality is, they call me the madam. I'm very flirty. I'm a big flirt and all that stuff. But I get bashful. Y'all may not believe me.
I believe it.
Because when it's too much, I'll be like, oh shit. And I think that's because, I'm humble.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody is literally really excited for me or towards me or whatever, when I walk into a place or anything, he'll be like, oh, okay.
And for us, when things spike up, how long do they spike up? Usually when things are going wonderfully, another shoe's about to fall. So it makes you hesitant.
Yeah.
It makes you hesitant.
You are absolutely
that's
right.
That's a real thing. Like, we
yeah.
We learn from experience.
It's like,
you don't even want to tell people certain things until it happens, because it's like, you start thinking that you jinx it.
Right, so you gotta be right. So you gotta be. You definitely gotta be careful. But it really feels good for people that, even my ex-husband, he had a watch party.
Dope.
For the movie.
Salute to him. That's dope.
Yeah, salute to him. Like, we're friends.
No, but that's
so
dope.
Yeah, and he was telling me their reviews, and he definitely told me his review. He a Virgo like me, so Virgos are very honest. So,
did he kill you?
No. He loved my parts, but it was just other parts that he's a perfectionist. Virgos are perfectionists. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. So, but sometimes he's an over perfectionist, and sometimes even our conversations, I'd be like, "You're doing too much," and so
you burning me out, B.
Like, you doing too much.
We
like,
was just chopping it up. Now I'm thinking.
And it's funny because sometimes I just be like, "All right, I'm gonna call. Give me 5 minutes because you doing too much."
Well, 5 minutes is graceful.
Yeah, exactly. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
5 minutes is beautiful.
But I'm going to give him his flowers, my ex-husband, because he the one that actually got me started doing, rapping. So, because, I was young. He was young. He was 19. I just turned 21. He just turned 19, and he was rapping, and he had his crew, whatever. And then everybody used to come over my house, and I used to cuss everybody the fuck out because that's what the fuck I did. But cook them food and tell them I love them at the same time, whatever.
Why was you cussing people out, Snap?
Cause I was snapping. I was young. I was a young whippersnapper. What the fuck?
Now we getting into it. Well, go ahead.
Yeah. So it's like he was like, yo, you need to put that energy into some music. And I was like, oh no, I just do poetry and I don't do.
Which sounds crazy.
I was against it at first.
Like, do you know how weird, like, for me, for somebody with an ear like mine that knows what I know about the business, if you already have a delivery and an energy,
aggressive,
and then you say, I also do poetry and host, nigga, put all three together. Like, it's the simplest shit in the, like, I would have been looking at you like you was like, did you hear what you just said to me?
That's the type time that he was on.
Like, you heard what you just said?
Yes.
I know he was like that. I know he was like,
yeah, and he turned me.
When you said it, it was supposed to click when you said it. Not when I looked back at you and said, did you hear that shit?
Listen, he knew exactly what he was doing. Mm-hmm. He created something in me that I didn't know that I had. And we talk about that often. I'm like, yo, you really, because when I actually started like rapping, because I was like, I don't know how to rap. He was like, if you do poetry,
you know how to rap.
You know how to rap. And he broke it down, and it's like, oh snap. But the funny thing is, we was just laughing about this. The first rap that I ever wrote, I came in there like all excited with my paper and shit, like whatever the fuck I was saying, because I don't remember, because that shit.
You sounding like Roxanne.
Look, I was like, he snatched it and balled it up and threw it away. I was like, oh. He was like, no.
That ain't it. That ain't you.
And and it's crazy.
But it wasn't you though.
He was like, because it's like, being I was, known for being aggressive, and he's the calm one. The fact that he really snatched it and balled it up and threw it in front of my face, I was like, felt real disrespected.
Yeah, because in the studio we switch roles.
What it made me do, I said, I'll be the fuck back. Came back a couple days later with another fucking rack.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got the pounds. And he knew. And then I'm telling you. So once I really got into it.
What was the thing that you knew was missing? Like, what was the difference between the first verse and the second verse?
That first rap that I wrote, and we were just talking about it, I guess it was so whack. Because, like I said.
But why?
I don't know. Maybe because I was more so on the poetic side. And it didn't sound believable.
I was about to say it was believability at that point.
Because that's how I develop artist development.
But this is part of you transitioning from poetry to rapping.
Exactly. Artist development.
That's part of it.
And I got them skills too now to his day, because now I see he ain't believe me and that shit was whack. It just was whack.
But he ain't tell you don't do it no more.
No.
He knew you had it in you.
He sent me the fuck off.
And but he knew you had it in you though.
Yeah, because so when I came back with the second time, it was on. He created a beast, and I said, "Yo." So then back then, mind you, I'm 20, early 20s. So it was people that was trying to get me to battle rap, and I tell this story all the time. Charlie Baltimore,
Chuck.
I was at this place called Little Spot back Germantown.
Yep.
Okay.
The original.
She was there. Yeah. Off of Belfield.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's Rock. Shout out to Rock.
And that's when I used to sell my CDs, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, you want to hear my music? Because they was like, yo, Charlie Baltimore. I was like, all right. So we sat, I don't know, we was in I don't know what car, I don't know if it was my minivan or at the time when I had one or her shit. And I let her listen to my music. She was like, yo, I want you to come to New York. I want you to battle rap. And I was like, oh, I respectfully declined because I didn't want to be a liability. I knew that wasn't going to work for me.
You was going to turn into Tyson.
And I didn't want nobody to lose no money. Because that would have created other problems that would have got...
But see, battle rap, and I know a lot of battle rappers, and you know quite a bit at this point, I'm pretty sure.
A few. Yeah.
But it takes a certain type of temperament. And it doesn't mean that you soft. It means that somewhere in your head,
I knew
you know how to hold that switch off longer than I do, and I respect you for being able to stand in front of somebody because you get paid if you do it right. You get decent recognition for your time, whatever is cool. But I would fuck up the card too. I would. Like I'm telling you,
I can't take
the DJ would be uncomfortable. From the DJ to the bartender, everybody would be uncomfortable once I flip, and then. My plus 30, there's no more available seating. It's all in the air.
There's no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because like I'm not built for that, and I would never disrespect that culture like that. Now, if we could do some, and you should do this too. Maybe we should do this.
The comical battle rap, I can do that.
Or like like what's the new celebrity boxing? It's just it's exhibition.
Yeah.
Like if we could do some fun shit, like you versus Marley and me versus.
But that's the thing.
Like that would be fun.
But that's why I'm gonna take it back. But we gotta get back to that. But you're gonna
have somebody that thinks they're a battle rapper and it's gonna go too far.
I might, because I don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, well, for my comedy show back in
I think that would be fun though.
That was a segment.
Okay.
But certain people didn't show up, so we couldn't do it. 2 Stacks. Driz was one of them. They showed up, and then but the guys didn't show up that was supposed to do it. So it was like,
Lump
damn.
A part of that?
Who?
You know Lump Hamilton?
I know that name, but I can't picture his face at this moment.
You know
Yo, I know that name.
He was when we was on PNB. He actually walked over and spoke. He lived on that block. But yeah,
snap.
Yep. I don't know if you was standing by me at that time.
And you know I be lit sometimes.
No,
so,
you was talking to the news at one point too.
No, I didn't really talk. Well, yeah, I was on the side talking to.
I'm talking about
the
lady, speaking to them. Yeah,
yeah.
And he had walked up at some point, and he's shout out to Lump. He's dope. But like, yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, so that was the concept of that. But I'm never gonna stop that concept because I think that's dope. Like hip hop comedy is hip hop and comedy goes together.
Always. Period. Deaf poetry.
Always
jam, deaf comedy.
Exactly.
Jam.
So I know how. Like growing up. I used to always switch the words up. I do it now, whether it's karaoke, whatever.
Yeah,
I
you
say
make your
my
own Weird Al Yankovic version of the song.
There you go.
No, I'm good at that. And it's funny because, well, I'm a rapper too. But
yeah,
at the same
your
time,
shit is crazy.
Thank you. People didn't realize I was a rapper, so when I used to remix people's songs, it used to come easy to me because it's like I think of hooks all the time. Like, so to flip your hook is easy for me. But then, like, I would when we used to freestyle the industry beats, I would make up a hook, freestyle a verse, bring the hook back. And then freestyle another verse, and I used to fuck people up.
Are you a hook master too?
Yeah, I'm crazy with hooks. Yes. But I used to be cheating because once I had figured out a hook, I set my baseline.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was the thing that worked for my brain.
Right. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So they was looking at it like he just made a whole song, and it's like, no, if you really dig it, I gave myself everything I had to work with in the beginning, and then I just bounced off of that. And then when I got tired, I brought the hook back. Yeah. Like when I forgot, like when the beat,
yeah,
like, I bring the hook back. It could come in at 12, it could come in at 32, but I'm bringing it back.
Listen, when y'all left, I know you had to leave when you left. Yeah. So when DJ started setting up and I started off the karaoke. So I did
karaoke.
Yes. So
shout out to Chucks for holding down my sister.
Yes. Big shout out to DJ Soul Party Rocker. Once everything got situated, we drink, eat, whatever. So I started off. So I did Eve Maniac. So I said, wait a minute, what the hell did I say? I said, all the big. I was just saying it like, all the big bitches eat all the chips. All the chips. All the chips.
This is the song that says, let's go. That's what she's talking about.
All the big bitches eat
like,
all the chips.
I know what you're talking about, right? Yeah.
They was like, they was like, snap.
Oh, but that's so gangster. Like, that's funny.
Like, and I was for real, like, yeah, we do eat all the chips. But the thing is,
though, sometimes the simpler the better.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And it's not even a shock value thing. It's like, no, this is just funny. Like, we just roll.
Like, what you knew with a fat bitch like this, ladies? Like,
you know the whole song too.
Yeah.
So you could. Oh, you be cheating.
Yeah.
You be cheating.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, with the comical rap battles, I feel like even a lot of hip hop artists is naturally funny. So the comical battle rap, the comical snap battle rap.
We would just have to set, or you, since it's your original idea, we had to just set guidelines to let people know. You know what?
Fun.
You treat it like Pollyanna. We
set
boundaries. You got to be over $5 and under $30. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't like. We treat it like Pollyanna.
But like I said, when I had the original plan for it back in, when I had my comedy show, not September but February. People didn't show. Certain people didn't show up, so it's like, all right. But I'm not gonna let the idea die down because I want to make. It's gonna be something. I know it's gonna be something because it won't leave me alone. You know how the idea won't leave you alone.
It might not have to go live. We might need to do it like a video shoot. Set up a day, see who come out, and we figure out how to produce it and make it happen.
We can do that too.
You
exactly.
See what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we want who wants to be involved to be recognized, and we're gonna support each other because it's not that deep. If I gotta help somebody write their shit for the Snapper, or Snapper I gotta, you know what I mean? We could do all
I'll
write
their shit against me. Like,
but at the same time, once we put these clips up, or once you put the thing up and it's chopped up the right way, then it's gonna be what it is, and it's funny. It's comedy.
Like my shit would be like, bitch, you thought you knew, bitch. I get puffy like Pikachu. It's like, no, let me.
Fucking
call me Miss Puff.
Call me Miss Puff. Call you Miss Miami. Miss Fort Lauderdale.
Call me Miss Puff. What's the
Miss Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah, all that shit. Like, listen, like Snap. Like Snap gets around. I may be a comedian, but bitch, I'm a killer clown. Like,
and I mean, you know what'd be funny too? Like we said, we know a few battle rappers. We can get them to come host the judge or whatever. Like we can make it fun.
The people that's like,
and they literally can be funny. You know what I mean? Their responses, like their judgments, can be funny. It could be a whole thing where everybody gets to show personality and literally just run up numbers together.
But that's the whole thing. So it's like, it's the build up to that too. So like I said, my Chubby Chases Live.
Shout out to that.
After that, Snap Out Loud with Red Snapper. Right now is the karaoke, and it's gonna build. It's gonna keep building.
Absolutely.
And changes happen, whatever. But for now, I focus on what's going on for the now, and I focus on the build up and what it's gonna be. Even if you got to change it, it's like I'm getting mentally prepared for change because learning being in this industry. I'm learning things do change.
Absolutely.
Virgos don't like change. We're really systematic, but it's a learn. It's preparing me. That's why I say God prepares you for stuff that's coming.
In the last 4 years, we've seen the industry flip 3 times. Think about it. In the last 4 years, we was at a point where shit was looking paramount. Like, yo, everything is looking so crazy, and then they closed the doors to everything. And then we saw people shift and find a way to survive doors being closed. And we saw Chappelle on a ranch, and we saw people doing Zoom jokes and Instagram lives and thriving. And we saw people come out of that and build some traction to come into when the doors open to be in a different position.
The world was going to open again eventually.
And then we saw the world get mad at, this country get mad at each other on a large level. So now everything gets divided. So now you're only playing to certain audiences. They're divided. There's not the intermingling like it used to be unless you're a master of that. Right?
Right.
So we've seen how many flips and flops just in comedy in the last 4 years. Ebbs and flows, highs and lows, adaptations. Let's be honest.
Let me tell you how.
But you know what's consistent?
Go ahead.
Comedy. Y'all helped us do all that shit.
The internet ain't shit.
Y'all helped us do all that shit. Y'all are consistent. Y'all fight for us to laugh. Thank you.
Look, yeah.
Thank you.
Listen, here you go.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Excuse me, can I get my whip in my drawers, please? Somebody, don't be scared of them. They're not gonna bite. They ain't gonna bite you.
But go ahead. No, but that's a real thing. I want you to realize that. Like, you can't. When you said Virgos don't like change.
Yeah,
you sat through all of that.
Yeah, I did.
And made it happen.
Oh, think you were scared to dig out my drawers? Girl, my drawers ain't gonna bite you.
Back to the podcast.
But no, I'm getting it. I just want to take this out real quick.
Why? That ain't a whip. That's a slapper.
I just had to get it out. That's all.
That's a slapper. Why is the slapper so small?
Well, for now it's small.
You should have the fraternity joint.
Oh, that's
you getting one made? I be.
See, stop telling all my stuff.
Edit that out. Don't edit.
No. Don't edit shit. I just want to show the world what these drawers is about.
Look, this is my name right here. That's me.
Where you at?
Right here. Sippin' with Sammie.
Oh shit! See,
Uptown,
that's the love. That's the love.
Right,
that's the love.
I'm right there.
I gotta show them. I gotta let the world know it is what it is. And y'all already know. Let me tell you about this.
Do you wear the hat when you do the whip?
Yeah, I mean everywhere I go, you know how it is.
So in the bedroom, you got the hat on.
Yeah, and then the shower.
Do you ever pull the goggles down?
Sometimes I might have to put it on them. When I pull it out for real, they get blind.
Oh my goodness!
They get on. I don't want to hurt their eyes.
Lord, why did I?
When the fupa come out, they
don't know how to act.
They get different. Like, oh
great.
shit, we see that little thingy thing. They get a little. But
I'm not fucking
man,
with
listen. I love what I do, and I feel like this. As long as I'm happy, it don't matter what level I get to or whatever. I'm happy doing what I'm doing. It's about nowadays. So many people are focused on keeping their happiness, their energy, and that's what's important to me. Good energy keeps you alive.
Absolutely,
for real.
My grandma, 94 years old, and it ain't even an accident. You know what I'm saying?
Energy.
Like she carries things a certain way, and God bless her, because I might have rained hell on all you bitches.
Listen, life expectancy nowadays is we can't even put a number on it. We can't.
In our community, as a male, 30 seems unfathomable when you're 20 and under. I'm being honest. when you're 20 and under in our community, 30 seems unfathomable. And I'll tell you from the many people I've talked to, young guys I've talked to, the interviews I've watched across the board, people from all type of environments that's similar to ours, and me personally. I was young and having money, and I had a cousin that used to be like, we can get matching this and that. And I used to be like, well, where I'm going to park it at? Your crib? Because then I'm going to get kidnapped. I look like I'm 12 driving this shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But I used to be like, but when I turn 30, we can do whatever you want. I used to look at 30 like retirement, yo.
Oh, God. So I didn't even know that was happening.
Think about that. Like, so when these youngins is crashing out, they don't see 25. They don't see 30. They don't, like, when you be like, well, you know, a bad decision today can cost you the rest of your life. They like life.
We lucky we make it today.
Yeah. Like, they looking at another 3 to 4 years possibly on a good side.
They hoping to make it to maybe 18.
And it's sad. I'm not justifying it. Trust me. Because once I got over that hurdle, I realized how crazy it was, but I shared it because it was a real thing. And it was so real that I was planning luxury on 30 years old. When I had the money to do it at 23, but it was like when I'm 30, because 30 just seemed so fucking far.
Like that was the perfect milestone.
I was losing people that graduated college, people that was working people. I was losing people. Like, it just looked inevitable that something would happen soon that was going to, or you were going to have to do something to somebody to survive. That would jeopardize your livelihood, your life, your freedom. You see what I'm saying? And that's what they're dealing with at 12 now. So
I just feel like this about everything that's going on. It's like, I know growing up, like I said, I'm 44. I don't know exactly. Well, you 40, so you only It's like, damn, man, I really miss how it used to be. And I think we all did. Even when we was growing up, the old heads used to look at us like we was crazy and wild. But this is a whole different chemtrail that they spraying, and different pills. And like, people don't even smoke crack no more. They it's the pills. It's the pills.
But
and they taking us out, and they,
what they say, if you don't pay attention to where you've been, then you forced to repeat the cycle, right? So when motherfuckers look at crack or that era as, oh, that was just that.
I don't even know people that smoke crack. Well, I never really did.
No, but when they look at it in this time, like, oh, that was just that time. But you're using pills that are actually essentially heroin. You're drinking things that are essentially heroin. You're just repeating the same cycle as the crack. It's going to be another 20 years from now. You're going to look at it like we looked at the crack time. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the same thing, different drug. Yeah. But we also know that in extreme poverty, when the government is at an all-time low, drugs are at an all-time high. People need to cope. People do not have the resources to get mental help. Even they don't even know they need it.
What people, a lot of people, when you talk about mental health and all that, they not. You know, a lot of people are ashamed. They don't want to admit that they have a problem.
But you don't even know that what you went through registers. You think it's regular shit.
Cause you in a different, cause you adapted to what the hell it is and what's going on. So you're not looking at it as, I need help.
And sometimes not even just adapting from a perspective of saying like, it happens all the time, so it is what it is. No, you're protecting yourself. You're putting it in that box so that it doesn't affect you willing to go to the grocery store or catch a subway, or you know what I'm saying? Like these things that you can have a car and be like, if I go downtown, I don't want to fuck with parking, I'm gonna hop on the subway. Now you like, I might not hop on the subway, I might pay $35 for parking for an hour. Like, you know what I mean? These things, like little things, they
because even for a moment, even at the if I'm not mistaken, the 30th Street station, a cousin of mine, she was telling me that, you know, one of the staff, you know, had got killed because of the people was down there harassing the damn guests that's catching the train. Like, they really would wait till you go in the bathroom and like rob you or threaten to kill. It's like, oh my God.
Yes.
Like, and I'm
We
lost
got
because
them.
I've been driving for so long. So I'm like, oh my God, they really doing that?
But dig it. My mom decides, she retires from education. So in order to have something to do outside of the church, she says, well, I'm a proctor test for the city. The fire department test, whatever, them tests, the ones that you got to go to certain schools.
Right.
And she's like, well, I'm going to just catch the subway. And she hasn't done it lately, but this was even a few years back.
Yeah, you see my eyes like
things
what?
were still crazy back then, and I'm just like, no, I'm gonna drop you off. Well, I'm gonna be there. Well, we're gonna pick you up, or somebody's gonna meet you. Like, you just like, it's so scary for somebody. She's not bothering nobody. She don't have no jewelry on. She not.
Well,
You know
the
what I mean?
codes are all the way broken.
It's just so scary.
They
bro.
don't. That's out the door, and that's the sad thing. You got babies. I call them babies.
They are babies.
Meeting up at playgrounds during the day to
They
have a
babies.
fucking shootout.
They babies.
Like, really?
They babies.
So y'all going like broad daylight?
The same kids
So-
that's on TikTok going like this.
Yeah, they meeting up at the. And it's crazy because I have a son. He's 18, and I'm really tight with him with certain stuff.
You got a good one though.
But it's like, yeah,
You
but
got a good one.
yeah, but it's times that I get so worried when he leave out the door, and even if he's just going to work or whatever, it just be like
his fault. It used to be that you had to do something to somebody
That's what
for
it
something
is.
to happen to you. Now it's so frequent, and not saying that things didn't happen to innocent people always, but now it's so frequent that it just seems like everybody's so desperate that everybody's involved,
exactly.
and that's scary. And I understand.
And
that.
as a mother,
I understand that.
as a mother, having a son, well, now it's just like the ages is out the door because babies are getting killed.
But he's 18.
So, but so
He's
he
working.
works. He works. He just
handsome.
finished school. Right.
He's
exactly.
into the girls, which means he might want to pull up on somebody.
But he don't party. He don't do none of that. He works. He goes to the gym. He's a vegan. Like, so it's like, damn, he's a good one.
I told you got a good one.
And it's like, well, it's funny because I even came at his dad one day to meet him at a studio when he came to Philly. I was like, oh, it's after 8:00. And it's like, all right, this young man is 18.
18 years old.
He drives his car.
Right.
But you want him to meet you there? I don't think so. But I got to remember.
He's meeting his father.
Which he will be very protected, but it's like.
And he's an adult.
Yeah. To a certain extent.
No, see, that's the part. See, I said it like that for a reason. And
I know you did.
You
about
almost
to start.
choked to say yeah. You said yeah.
Yeah. He's a young adult. And it's like, and I actually give a fuck about you. I actually love you. I actually care. You got parents. Oh God, we ain't gonna even talk about the new parents.
But yesterday.
But I care. I give a fuck. And I remember one day he was going through his bag. He was like, not going through his bag. He was in his bag. He was like, I don't want nobody to care about me. I said, oh, yeah, yes, you do. Because you never experienced. See, the thing is, he never experienced somebody not giving a fuck.
He ain't never felt the cold pillow in
He
his
don't
life.
want to. He don't want to. And I just be trying to tell him, like, yo, listen,
You
there's
gonna
some
be all right,
parents that do not feed their children, that do not care, that's on drugs. And, you could have been in a
Or that say you 18. Job is done.
Exactly.
And you can't even fault them. But you're not that kind of parent. So he has a blessing in this. But I saw him. I was with him yesterday. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
And I watched him talking to Tammy hilariously. And I watched him and his son kicking it.
Oh yeah, his son.
And
That's his nephew.
Even when we was taking pictures, the first thing we said was, "You better get his there next to Tammy." But like, that's a young man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he really got dressed to get there. Like,
he's respectable.
Yeah, he is.
And that's coming from me as an outsider.
You
know
can
what
tell.
I'm saying? That like this is the second or maybe third time I've been around your son, maximum. And every time you asked him yesterday. You said, son, I'm so sorry. Do me a favor. I need a water. And he said, all right, you want me to run to the store? And we was at the bar.
I know.
But like
because he knew that he probably thought that they wasn't gonna give him a water.
But he was to the store. You saying all of this for me to run to the store to get you? Like, he gets it. Trust me. You know what I mean?
And I told him, I said, at the end of the day, I respect you. Don't get it twisted. No, I'm not gonna fall for the, because they all go through their phase.
He gonna do what he do.
I said, but I do respect you because at the end of the day, you could have been a different type of son. I could have been a different type of mother. It's us.
Well,
it's us against the world.
Tell him that.
I'm on your side.
Tell him he got Sammie respect.
Oh,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
he'll see it.
Whether that means anything or not.
Oh, it does.
In a real way, like I've been around a lot of people's children. I've
and you can tell the difference.
I reach my hand out. I help. I this, that, and the third. So
right.
Because I've been blessed to
Excuse me.
I've been blessed to have a lot of quality men in my life when I was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So if I feel the need to interject, I interject. But I'm watching him and I'm like, yeah, all right. And not that I'm even close enough to be in that position, but like, he's literally one of the ones that you could just be like.
That's why I was like,
on.
oh son, I'm sorry, I don't mean it, because it's like he already does.
He does what he has to do.
Yes, and it's just be like, oh God, one more,
But it's all right.
But he sees it and he knows.
But he has a ways to go, and you know that.
Right.
He still has to live.
Exactly.
So we have to make sure that even though there are these glimmers of beautiful things, that we got to make sure that it's consistent.
Exactly.
And that you.
And I love the fact that he's a loner. And like literally, now he be messing with me too, cause I think around Halloween he was like, "Mom, can I go to this party?" And I was like, "No." And it's like I had to think like, damn, he's 18, he still acts. These kids nowadays, even before 18, they don't even act. They think they just gonna run in and out what they want, but I don't play that. But the fact that he has that respect. But I was like, no. He was like, Mom, come on, I want to go. And I'm like, I'm thinking like he fucking with me because he don't even go to parties.
Right.
Yeah. He wanted a reaction out of me. And that's what he does. But I'm like, again, I'm so grateful that he's just not.
Yeah. I mean, well, he got a good mama snapper, you know what I mean, behind him. And
listen.
And you got his back, and we know that.
Yeah.
But he has your back too. And whether you know that or not, like he's at the point where he's turning that corner of responsibility for you.
Listen, I respect him
you talking
to the point that
right in front of him.
Right. I respect him to the point like anybody, even if it's a male that's interested in me, you ain't coming. No, I got a whole son, and it's crazy because it's like I'm a grown ass woman, and a lot of females, they don't think about their kids.
They should.
Or whatever. Even though he's a young adult, I'm not. He at the age where I ain't bringing nobody into our environment that's like
he know enough.
That's not the move.
He know enough to figure out what's good and what ain't.
And I feel funny about that too, because now you gotta be.
Because what happens is, as a man,
I care about how you feel.
As a man that deals with women or has dealt with women with kids, like. You realize when there's a little too much don't care about what my kids think. Mama gotta have a life too and all of that. Like,
see, I'm not one of them.
That's not exciting to a dude that has sense. That's exciting to somebody that's trying to pull a move.
And then he see me coming in with different dudes, 1 month, 2 month. Okay, we got such and such here. Then such and such ain't here no more.
Your only excuse is I already raised you and I'm grown. Like, no, that's not enough.
I do not like that.
That's
I never.
Not
yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't like that. So yeah, I'm really like skeptical of who I date or whatever. But Valentine's Day is coming up soon.
Yeah, back to Valentine's Day.
So let's get to the. So let me tell you who I'm on.
Her Instagram is.
Can I tell y'all who I'm on? You want me to tell you who I got a crush on?
I'm listening.
Oh damn! I'm all giving up all the tape. This environment make you want to give up the tape. Say no.
Oh, okay.
No, listen. No, it's this.
I know.
No. I'm gonna speak this into existence.
Okay, we listening.
I'm gonna go on a date with Wallow. Wallow is my man. I don't care what nobody say.
Y'all got videos together.
We got videos together. We took baths together, and I don't know why he ain't even posted me yet on his page. Like, Wallow, stop frauding. You know you like them chonkers. So listen. Wallow,
we gonna clip this.
I'm calling you out.
Wallow.
Listen, we gotta go on a date for Valentine's Day because I met you when we was at Chuck's Alibi and you was all hugging up on me and everything, and I told you we took baths together. I know you didn't remember, but listen, let's
check her page to see what she's talking about. She's hilarious.
Big shout out to Gilly.
Shout out to Gilly and Wallow, man.
When I met them,
congratulations, fellas.
Yes, oh my goodness.
Congratulations.
When I met them, it was just like I spoke that into I spoke that into existence too. Like I'm gonna meet.
I need you to write my vision board.
So it's like it was so dope because people know the difference. Like when you groupies, whatever. I wasn't on that type of time. It's Freeway birthday and big shout out to Freeway.
Oh, I was there that night.
Yeah.
All right.
So I was in my bag. You know.
I remember.
And but when I met them, I was like, yeah, hey, what's up, Gilly? Hey, wow, it's fine. Nice to meet y'all. And I was like, wow, you my man online. Mm-hmm. All my people that follow me know.
Know it, yeah.
I was like, we done took baths together.
Yeah.
But he was so cool with it. He was like, really? Yeah, really. But I want to take a bath for real.
So tag Wallow.
Listen, Wallow, Red Snapper, want to go out on a date with you for Valentine's Day.
Where would you go? What's the food that you think you and Wallow would vibe over?
You know
what type of vibe?
Matter of fact,
y'all going Mediterranean?
I want to cook. I'm gonna cook.
Oh shit!
I want to cook.
What you would make?
I will make them some fried Cornish hens, some baked macaroni and cheese, a salad, and some honey cornbread. What else? Of course, some vegetables of his, like some, maybe some greens and stuff like that. What else I would make him?
Do Wallow eat all this?
If he is vegan, I can make him chicken. They call it chicken. Or I make vegan too. So I can make you vegan everything. You know what I'm saying? And I cook everything with natural milk. I know you is. You know what? Can we get
Yo, how do they follow Snapper, find Snapper, book Snapper, keep up with Snapper?
Man,
tell them all the movies.
You already know.
Give them all of that. I need the whole resume.
You already know the red draws like the Batman sign, the snap girl sign. But Instagram is Red Snapper with 3 R's at the end. I have a page on Facebook, Red Snapper Comedy Wave, and I have a milkshake. If you click the link in my bio, whether you're on Facebook or whether you're on Instagram, it'll lead you to my YouTube. You can see some Chubby Chases live episodes. You can see me hosting events. You can see me.
Red Carpet Snapper.
Oh, I do the red carpet specials too.
Yep.
Dang, man, I do a lot.
You the shit.
I do the lot. Thank you. And it's like, don't forget, check out Broken Trust.
Mm-hmm. Saturday
on Tubi.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday coming out in 2023.
Mm-hmm. And it's a lot of noise being made around Saturday. So
yes. So again, big shout out to everybody that showed Snap some love. And I'm not gonna go through all the names again because I said it earlier. But you know who you are. Even if I did forget to say your name, it's not intentionally. It's because Snap feeling good. The love is there.
She's sipping with Sammie. Give her a pass.
Sipping with Sammie. So when you sipping with Sammie,
it is what
you
it
might
is.
Be slipping.
You know what I'm saying?
But
just
you
a little
sipping.
bit. But you on point at the same damn time.
Exactly.
I appreciate you. I've always appreciated you. I wish you all of the best. You are going to be awesome. And I'm gonna tell you a secret. You ain't had to tell them everything now. Cause you can come back whenever the fuck you want to. You can co-host this motherfucker. You can tell me,
listen,
Sammie,
I'll come here.
I got a new motherfucking project or event, and I need to come get a couple minutes, and we can do that.
Listen, bro, I'm a phone call away. Anytime that you want me to slide and be a co-host, cause you got a guest coming on. Listen,
we got some fun.
Yes, why not? I'm definitely. It's love, and you already know. Say less.
So here's to you.
Hey.
Sip it. This is Sippin' with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool Rule. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together. Red Snap in this bitch. It don't get no better.
That was a big sip. That was a big sip.
That part, flash it only, please and thank you.
I swear.
This shit ain't easy. This shit ain't easy. Believe me. I need food on the table. I need food on the table. Ooh, it's hot. Some are saying better keep your doors locked. Don't hug the block. Out of time on the sideline where the niggas watch. Yeah, the cops. Tell them don't shoot up the spot. Ooh, it's hot. Some are saying better keep your doors locked. This shit ain't easy. This shit ain't easy. I need food on the table. I need food on the table. This shit ain't easy. Believe me. I need food on the table. I need food on the table.
Get it or get low. You can get hit, yo, because somebody saw your trade, wanted your shit, yo. Gotta watch who you with. They wreck chasing, indirect hating, till they can replace them. Ruger from PH, uptown where I'm stationed. HB said, please believe me, you related. Making more than plates, focused on presentation. Some are saying we coming to jam, no more waiting, nah.
This shit ain't easy. This shit ain't easy. I need food on the table. I need food on the table. This shit ain't easy. Believe me. I need food on the table. I need food on the table.
I swear.